We find these quite often. Some of these have made us almost $1,000. Most people have no clue that they carry that kind of value. Hey, it's Don. Today we're going to talk about something that I love finding. It's vintage paperweights, like this little one right here. It has the maker's name, the actual artist who created it, where he's from, and the whole works. These sorts of things can make us hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of dollars. We sold some for almost $1,000 before. Now today we're just going to look at glass ones, but I've talked about tons of different other paperweights. Brass and bronze ones sell almost as well, if not better, depending on the variety, the age, and such forth, the design of the items. Let's look at some phenomenal looking ones now that can sell for some really high bucks. Now, the one I just showed is a vintage one. Age does not matter in this area at all. I don't really care if it's old, new, or what. If it's signed, if there's a name on it anywhere, if it's engraved on the bottom, it's in the actual dome itself, on the edge. I don't care where the name is. If there is a name on it, I'm going to be interested in it, especially if it's very nicely done. Age-wise goes all over the place, as does price. It's construction and maker that mean the most in these. And this is a millefiori, which is canes of glass kind of combined into patterns and then stacked into this circular shape here. It's been encased in a clear dome. I actually love these sorts of glass items. I grew up in the Glass City. I've seen them make these actually at the Toledo Art Museum before. Phenomenal pieces like this. You can see the price, $2,250. A phenomenal looking piece. Heads up, man, the pattern on this is just incredible in my book. That's just spectacular. Takes a lot of skill to make something like this. Now, one thing I find amazing is that the old ones can look just as nice, just as well detailed as the new ones. This one's from the 1840s. Just a phenomenal piece here. This is what I would always hope to find. It has a neat pattern, a neat back that spirals across it in the back, like you can see there. It's a very nice baccarat. Just a phenomenal piece here. And this one went well over $2,000. Here's a really nice one with a lacy, like a fabric lace pattern in the background. It has designed canes as well. The canes are the individual designed pieces you see in there. Multiple canes. Just a phenomenal one here. The work on this is just spectacular. Eagles, figures, the whole works. As I said earlier, many of these will be signed, so you can distinguish some of the nice ones from some of the common ones. Just by sheer looking at them, you should be able to see the fine quality that went into making a piece like this. $1,975. Here's another earlier one from the 1840s, which is similar to the lacy pattern we saw in the other one. It just doesn't have as many canes or figural elements as the other one. Didn't go for quite as much, but still an excellent piece here. You want them in the best possible condition. Chips, dings, scratches will affect the value for sure. My ultimate favorite, though, are some of the lamp work, which is a technique used to make these. They're realistic, they're dimensional. It's just a phenomenal looking one here. It's made to look like actual flowers and fruit embedded in the glass, but every stitch, every piece of this is made from glass from a very talented craftsman. You can see the price, $1,750. Size is another factor that I see all over the place, like the small one that I showed and some of the very large ones I've seen before. It depends on the uses, the age, the artist, so many factors. Price-wise, though, I see small ones going for as much as some of the large ones. Here's a really fabulous piece here. Another what looks to be lamp work. It looks literally like someone took a picture and it's a scene, but it's all made out of glass. Every stitch of this as well. You can see the artist's name in here. Many of them are modern day artists in the last 10 or 15 years. Now I get people asking, where do you find stuff like I show in these videos? Much of this sort of thing, estate sales is one of the best places. Flea markets, I found stuff like this at garage sales. Many times when someone's helping a parent tenant or a relative clear out their estate or their house, or clear out things they don't care about anymore, stuff like this will show up. No one may know the actual value of it. To somebody who doesn't know what this is or the value or the workmanship into it, it may be a $5 hunk of glass. And that's what I usually see, especially with the one I showed. That one was less than $5. Now, I had to put this one in here. I love poison dart frogs. I've done paintings and have postcards with poison dart frogs on them right now that I've been producing for years. This is one of my favorite ones of all time. It literally looks like two poison dart frogs sitting in the marsh or something on top of a pond with some floating plant life on it. It's just a fabulous piece here. $1,400. Just like the rest of them, it's a specific artist that did this work. It takes a lot of time, a lot of labor, a lot of love and talent to make something like this. Now, here's a real nice one. These are multifaceted, or cutaways, I see them described as many times. It's really a nice piece. From the side, it looks nothing like you would expect when you look down at it from the top. Just a fine example. It is signed. Lots of work went into this one without a doubt. Hence the price, over $1,300 for this fine marked piece. Something as simple as a few strawberries done by the right artist turns into an incredible piece of art here. Well over $1,000 for this one. It's just a fine example of this type of workmanship. You can see the details, the style, the uniqueness of this. Looking dead down on it, it has a very nice blue background. Now, here's a very unique millefiori as well. It has a spiral in it. Patriotic to some extent, red, white, and blue. Age-wise on this one doesn't really matter. Whether it's new or old, it's a very, very fine piece. My guess is it's an older one. This is from the bottom as well. The design is floating in the center of the glass. Just a phenomenal piece for $975. Here's a really unique one here. It's marked as a Boston and sandwich. One thing you'll notice on the earlier ones is they will have bubbles in the glass if you look closely. Most of the modern ones, I very rarely see any bubbles in them whatsoever. This is a phenomenal one. It is very realistic as well. Details, the whole works. It looks really nice. $975 as well for this piece. Here's another nice one made by Baccarat. It's a company. They make a lot of this sort. They make glasses, all sorts of things. To me, the side image on this one is the best. Looking down on it, yeah, it's pretty cool, but the side image is just spectacular. It looks like a drop of water caught the reflection of a butterfly. Really nice one here. It's supposed to look artistic. It's supposed to be a moment caught in time, so to speak, on this one. $890 for this fine example. And one last one here is a snail. This one is unique as well. It has flowers. It looks like the snail is crawling along on a forest floor or something. It's a scene. It's a diorama. It's just really unique. It's delicate. It's well done and designed. It's another Baccarat. Now, it doesn't matter if the Baccarat box is there or not. It doesn't really matter. They are marked for the most part. $730 on this one. I really don't care what the design or shape is. If it's well done, detailed beyond belief, but as a maker mark, any of those factors will make me want to sink some money into these. I've spent a couple $100 on some of these, especially when they're ones that I know will sell very well. Most of these you can research online very easily through Terapeak and eBay as well. But that's what I have for you today. Well, there we have it. Hopefully that gave you some ideas, some thoughts. If you enjoyed this video, please hit that like button down below. You can also hit the bell icon to be notified if I post new content or go live. Subscribe and tell all your friends.
Hi, fellas.
Roy Rogers!
Say, that's a pretty tricky head, isn't it? Partners, how would you like to surprise your pals like that? Well, you can with my new Roy Rogers quick shooter hat. It's by Ideal. And here's how the quick shooter hat works. Just press this secret button right here, and a replica of an authentic Western pistol pops out and fires. It's your secret weapon, even when they think you're unarmed. So get Ideal's new Roy Rogers quick shooter hat at your favorite store today, and you'll always be ready for anything. Ask for Ideal's new Roy Rogers quick shooter hat.